All right, Charlie, it's May long weekend. Where are we?
The Pinery.
The Pinery Provincial Park. Well, what can you tell us about it? Park established.
The park was established in 1957.
And it's classed as a natural environment park.
You could tell that because it says right on the rock.
There's 21 square kilometers of rare forest and rolling dunes. And what's the best part about Lake Huron? We didn't get to see it this weekend because it was cloudy and rainy, but
The sunsets.
the sunsets are ranked by National Geographic among the top 10 best sunsets in the world. So, what do we know about the campgrounds here? There's 3 of them. The first one's Burley.
Yeah, Burley for no
Electric sites in Burley.
no electric sites in Burley.
And then there's Dunes.
For 3 electric.
And there's 2 barrier-free sites. But area 4 in Dunes is pet-free. No pets allowed. And then where we are is Riverside. And there's 4 areas. All of it's electric. 608 and 609 are barrier-free. And area 3 is radio-free. If you got a group of people, is there any group sites to camp at? How many is there?
10 group sites.
And it's adjacent to the day use area.
Huh?
It's adjacent to the day use area. So the day use, there's like 8 beaches. Beach 1 and 2 are pet friendly. And there's like different campsites or like stuff for picnics throughout the park. And you have a little fire on the trails. And you paddle the canal. Is there a visitor center?
Yep.
Did we see it? Where have you brought with you now, Charlie? Where have you brought with you now?
The visitor center.
What can we do at the visitor center?
There's a lot of turtles.
A lot of turtles.
that you can look at.
So there's exhibits of the different park wildlife. Actually, a pretty nice visitor center, isn't it? All the information. And what did we do our first day here?
We went inside to the amphitheater,
Yeah.
and there was like a butterfly stuff.
And then this is a good spot to come and watch the birds, the bird feeders. You see Lily? And the squirrels and the chipmunks playing in the bird seed. Do you know what the hours of this place is for people that want to come when it's open?
The open hours is 10 to 4.
On the weekends. It's closed during the week. Oh, and we also forgot to say that there's a store in there for the friends of the Pinery Provincial Parks have some merchandise in there too. Okay, Charlie, can you bring Odin to the visitor center?
You could bring him, but you can't take them in. And there's this little water.
So I'll be sitting outside when it's hot and he has somewhere to drink. That's a good idea.
And if there's no water left in that, then you could
Use the tap?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
there's a tap right over.
Good. This is another nice spot to sit and watch the birds, hey Charlie? This is still outside the visitor center, just on the other side. And is our park store?
Yep.
There's a park store in the visitor center that has little trinkets, and then a park store that has other trailer park merchandise too.
And there's an ice cream store. Yep.
Hey, you want to talk about the store, Charlie? What can you buy in the store?
You can get stuffies, beach stuff,
Camping supplies.
and clothes.
And it has some like novelty ice cream treats and chocolate bars and a little bit of food. And then over here we have the restaurant. It looks like it's actually open yet, but we're just on the weekend. So. If I need to rent something, can I rent anything here?
Yep.
What can we rent?
You could rent canoes, kayaks, paddle boards, and bikes.
And bike trailers can be rented there too. So you said canoes and kayaks and paddle boards. So you can do single or double kayaks. Or they have these corkles, little saucer things you can rent too.
Yeah, you could get the saucer thing. So like you could tie it to the back of your canoe, and your kids could just sit in it and paddle by themselves. This is the ice cream
Yeah.
in the rental area.
What can we rent?
You could rent canoes, kayaks, or bikes.
And they have, I think they have paddle boards and little disc things. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, it's right across from the store.
There is vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry, mint chip,
Okay, for a cup.
chocolate peanut butter, cup,
Sweet and salty pretzel.
sweet and salty pretzel, unicorn tube, or chocolate chip cookie dough.
Good job. Ice cream store, yeah. What can you tell me about the beaches, Charlie?
10 kilometers.
There's 10 kilometers of beach
on Lake Huron.
Mm-hmm.
Lifeguards, dog beats at beach 1.
Mm-hmm. So, beach 1 and 2 are dog friendly beaches. You think I wouldn't like the beach, Charlie? I think you'd have a blast. So what is there to do for activities here?
You could go biking, fishing.
What about hikes? How many trails are there to hike on?
10.
There's 10 trails, and it looks like they're like 18 kilometers in total. That's a lot of hiking. And they range from flat gravel trails to more hilly dirt trails, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we, Charlie?
The Pinery.
What trail are we on?
We're on the wilderness trail.
And what's that behind you? Is that Lake Huron? And you hear the waves crashing, the nice cold windy day?
Yeah.
Charlie, what do you think of the wilderness trail? Is it good for hiking?
Yeah.
Nice and smooth?
Yeah.
Think you could take a wheelchair on if you had to?
Yeah, because it's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Correction. I don't think there should be a wheelchair because it starts getting really narrow.
Yeah, it gets pretty tight to this trail, and there's a few routes too. Is it nice to see the nature?
Yep.
It's a little loud though with the lake, eh?
Yeah.
You think Odin likes it?
Yeah.
What do you think of the wilderness trail?
I like it.
Do you remember the names of all the trails? I think we have the Cedar Trail, and the Heritage Trail, and the Riverside Trail. Those ones are wheelchair accessible, as well as the Savannah Trail.
Savannah Trail is like the longest one.
Yeah, and that's the one you can ride your bike on.
Yeah.
You can ride your bike on the park roads too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple of different trailheads that come out at the visitor center. What one are we at right now, Charlie? Cedar Trail.
Cedar Trail.
Cedar Trail? And can you bring your pets on the Cedar Trail?
Yep.
And it looks like it's wheelchair accessible, but what can't you take on the Cedar Trail?
You cannot take your bike.
We've done this one before. It's a nice smooth trail through the bush. And then on the other side over here, you have what I believe is the longest down the park.
Oh.
What's this one, Charlie? Savannah Trail? This is a 13-kilometer trail that goes around the outside of the park and all through the park, and you can take your bike and your wheelchairs and everything on this trike.
You could bike, you could walk, if you have a wheelchair, you could use your wheelchair, and you could bring your dog.
And you can pretty much access the entire park from here. Pretty neat, hey? So we took the Savannah Trail We ended up at the amphitheater. Sorry to sit down there waiting for the next show to start. Might be there for a few days. So what about paddling? You bring your own canoe?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you put your own canoe in?
At the canoe launch.
Mm-hmm. And can you store your canoe at the canoe launch? Yeah. If you can lock your canoe up and store it at the canoe launch, so you don't have to get back and forth all the time. And then all the stuff that you rent, you can use on the canal too. Behind us is the old ensemble canal, and that's where you can paddle all your paddle sports. And if you look over there, that's where all the rentals are. You have a nice canoe launch, kayak launch over there. But that's only for rentals, it's not for your own personal stuff. A lot of people come here to go fishing too. There's several spots to go fishing in the park. It's not recommended that you paddle in Lake Huron because it can get really rough sometimes.
Because of all the waves.
Yeah.
And like the waves could like make you like fall over.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
The undertow and the big waves can make you drown. That's happened to a lot of people. So you said you can go fishing. You know what we can fish for?
No.
It says there it's home to nearly 50 species of fish.
Wow.
Lots of minnows and sunfish and catfish and perch and some predators like northern pike and bass you can catch here. So there's fishing in the Ensemble Canal. If you want, you can fish in Lake Huron too, but it's hard to fish from shore in Lake Huron. There's also lots of birding here, right? You can see if you wanted to come watch the birds. We've seen lots of people with their big cameras and binoculars looking for birds.
And birding is really important. Birding is a good thing at the Pinery.
And those are some of the special birds you can see in the Pinery, right?
Yeah, these are the special birds that you can see at the Pinery.
Yeah. What about discovery programs? Is there anything they do here that can help you learn about the environment of the park?
Like at the visitor center, in the
indoor theater?
Yeah, and at the indoor theater, you could learn about stuff. Yesterday, we went to the visitor center, and we saw when we watched.
We learned about the monarchs.
Yeah, we learned about monarchs.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it? And there's lots of other things that the naturalists in the park can teach you about, and different trails and stuff they'll meet you at. You can find the list of schedules at most of the comfort stations. There's everything from sit-down lectures like we saw the other day to guided hikes or bike rides. It's very interesting. Did you enjoy the park?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been here lots of times, so we don't have to do our sticker book this time.
Yeah.
The stickers are in the book.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is very big on our sticker book.
It might be. So would you recommend the other kids come here?
Yeah.
Yeah.